Hello Starcraft fans, this is MarineKush bringing you another replay review. Today we are going to be looking at a Terran versus Protoss. Let's jump on into this game. Here we have in the top right corner, it's going to be the orange Protoss, none other than Adel Scott. And his opponent in the bottom left, the red Terran, one of my favorites, Thorzain, well known for his TVP. Both players though very well rounded, very experienced tournament players. Very high on the ladder, and I expect a very good game. Both players have excellent game sense, and Tal'Darim really is about that push and pull. When can you attack? When can you expand? There's so many places to expand that, given the right timings, you can pretty much put up as many bases as you need as long as you are defending properly and obviously aware of these watchtowers. Controlling that middle is ever so important. But as we'll see, most likely in the early game it will be Terran who is the one controlling those watchtowers. We'll see if we have any kind of early pressure, maybe 2 racks. We'll have to take a look. Thorzain is getting that gas, so we will see either a Reaper or a Marauder opening, most likely. And Adel Scott is also getting that. Going to be putting up that assimilator. Scouting SCV, let's take a look at Thorzain's favorite scouting path. Looks like he's going to head to the top left. Still no scouting probe for Adel Scott. You know, something I noticed the pros is that they tend to, well, not everyone. I guess the players like Huck who really love that probe harass, but on Tal'Darim Altar, there's a good chance you don't get your probe there in time to get any harassment done. So, you know, I like Adel's choice not to send out that early probe scout. He'll find out where his opponent is soon enough. He can judge by which kind of units. If he sees a Reaper, he'll know it's likely a Reaper expand. If he sees a Marauder and some Marines out on the map with his scouting stalker, he'll also know either if it was 1 racks or 2 racks. So it is going to be a Reaper coming out of here. Cybernetics course, 75% of the way done. No second gas yet. I'm guessing Adel will also be going for that early expansion, and yes, he's about to throw it down right now, and the SCV of Thorzain gets a nice scout off. See if that Reaper's almost done. He's going to be heading across the map, maybe kill a few probes. Looks like this SCV is going to be throwing down a command center, and there it is. Both players opting for that 1 racks, 1 gate expand. Very safe on Tal'Darim Altar. It will be interesting to see if either player transitions into an early timing attack or decides to go for that macro game and get some tech. Chrono Boost going down on the Cybernetics core, very standard for a fast expand. You want to get that warp gate up as soon as possible before you see any concussive shell Marauders. It will be very difficult to hold if you do not have warp gate. Neither player taken his second gas yet. Just another barracks going up for Thorzain, and at the same time, here comes a Reaper harass here. Probes coming off the line, trying to pick off that Reaper. Is he going to be able to get away? How many kills does he have? Let's take a look. 2 kills already, doing more damage. 3 kills. Oh, these probes not even mining either attack or mine. That's what I say. You know, I mean, I don't really like pulling the probes off, but the problem is that, you know, he only has so few units. They're not very mobile. He's out on the map, whatnot. Here's this 1 stalker here. So that Reaper ended up doing quite a lot of damage. We take a look at the harvesters. Both 22 harvesters at work. Here comes another gateway. 2 more gateways, so we're going up to 4 gates. Thorzain's expansion is now complete. He's getting a 3rd racks. Researching Stim. Warp gate about to complete. Still no second gas. So I believe he's going to be going for a big warp gate timing. Wouldn't be surprised to see him add on 2 more warp gates. Oh, there's just 1 more gate. Looks like it's going to be a 5 gate timing attack. Let's see if Thorzain can respond. He only has 1 bunker, which will certainly not be enough to hold a 5 gate. You know, that's really important if you're watching as a Terran player, that when you do put on that early pressure, whether it be a Reaper, whether it be a 1 Marauder, 4 Marine push, once that pressure is over, you must retreat back to your base if you're expanded and throw up some bunkers, because once there's about 2 to 3 sentries, a handful of stalkers, and a zealot or 2, that really is too much until Stim is done, and as well other upgrades such as combat shield, or even having that support of the medevacs. Bio is excellent when it has just 2 to 3 units going up against 2 to 3 units because of the concussive shells you can kite. But if you do not have any support or any upgrades, you have to bunker up. And here we see another bunker going up. You will likely have to pull a few SCVs off if this timing attack is about to hit. Let's take a unit counting station. 10 Marines, 1 Marauder against 2 Zealots, 4 Stalkers, and 2 Sentries. But he's going to be warping in a bunch more units very soon. Here comes a couple more Stalkers. Adel Scott going to be looking to push up this ramp. Will these 2 bunkers be enough to hold a turret going up just in case there's any sort of DT shenanigans? Here comes the push. Another bunker going down. Is he going to pull off any SCVs? Picking off this SCV here, making the bunker. Let's close that production tab for a moment. I mean, just look at the supply difference. 72 to 60, a big difference. Both players on similar worker count. Looks like this push is about to happen. Let's take a look. Oh, this is a ton of units. Guardian shield going up. SCVs coming off the line. Going to repair this central bunker. Stim going off. Very nice defense thus far. Holding this bunker very well. Stalkers are going to have to retreat, but again, these units are getting low on health. They need that support of the medevacs. Let's see if we have any medevacs building. Yep, here comes the double medevac play coming out. Researching neither concussive shells or combat shield. He wants to put all that gas into medevacs. Just holding these SCVs here to be safe. He realizes that it's either a 5 or 6 gate. He's not too sure, but it is somewhat all in. And once he gets those medevacs, he will be much safer and be able to, control the map much easier. But for now, he's got to keep these SCV here. Even though they're losing that mining time, you can see he's kind of short on minerals. But now that the medevacs are out, looks like Thorzain, looks like Adel Scott's rush is going to be thwarted. Let's see what he decides to do. He's just going to do a little bit of a contain. No new production buildings, just a forge going up. Whereas we see in Thorzain's base, getting that concussive shell and combat shield, going to fill these bunkers up, not going to salvage them, because he's going to want to probably, do a drop of some sort. He's going to want to leave some defenses in, and there goes Adel Scott's army. Going to pick off this one. Yep, there he goes, picking off that one depot before he leaves. Not much Thorzain can do with that, but look at the Marauder count. Look at the unit station. He's got 8 Marauders now. He's going to crush through these 13 Stalkers. Going to need to get some more Zealots and likely get some tech and upgrades. So, Thorzain, he thwarted the timing attack. He bunkered up, just like I said. It's absolutely necessary. And now with the 4 medevacs, he's going to move out with this giant army. Look at the army differential now. It's 98 to 88. Thorzain feeling much more comfortable. He moves out across the map, going to pick off a pylon or 2. Adel Scott opting to get that 3rd base and not get extra units. Does he have any chrono boost? Yes, he does have chrono boost, so he could be chrono boosting these warp gates. Instead, he's just going to add 2, try and buy himself some time, but he doesn't have any sentries. I don't even think he knows that Thorzain's out on the map right now. I mean, he knows that the pylons are being picked off, but he doesn't know if he's going to get dropped. Doesn't know if he's coming around for a frontal attack. The thing about Stalkers is it's better to just hit them in the front, whereas if he's got mass sentries, it's better to do drops. Look, he's bringing these Stalkers in the back. He just doesn't know. Let's take a look at Thorzain, where he is. Looks like he is going to... Oh, he scans the 3rd, so he's probably going to poke up there and try and pick that off. Because if somehow Adel Scott is able to hold this, then that 3rd base could prove very valuable in pushing Adel Scott's economy through the roof. Here comes the stem. Going to be picking up that pylon, and likely this Nexus as well. Oh, he's got to kite these Zealots. Force field's going down. Is he going to do any lift micro? No, he doesn't need to. He's just going to scoot around the back here. But these medevacs are keeping these units alive for so long. The Zealots are just getting roasted. Going to push in and try and pick off these Stalkers with concussive shell. Yes, now that he has the support of these 5, 6 medevacs, the Stalkers just aren't doing enough DPS. I don't think he's got enough to hold these. Warping in one last round of units. There's the GG from Adel Scott. Well, so the big theme of that game is early pressure by Terran, whether it's a Reaper or a Marauder. Bunkering up, getting that expansion going, getting your upgrades, getting your medevacs, and getting the support for that bio force. And, especially against this timing attack, it's more important to hold with SCVs, maybe lose a bit of mining time, because you know that there's no tech coming out as far as Colossi or High Templar. He knew that he'd just be able to pretty much move his army down across the map, and that he would be just fine with only medevac supporting. He did not need the Ghost or Viking support. So again, thank you for watching. That was a great TVP on Tal'Darim. I'm MarineKush. Check out my site, MarineKush.com. Get me on Twitter, or check out my stream for free coaching. Hit me up with a message on Twitter or through Team Liquid. I'm on there as well. Alright, thanks a lot, guys.